Hello there folks, Uncle Troy here, and as you can see we're looking at a collection of redstone engines that are pumping on a wooden pipe which is leading out of a ender chest. And the whole purpose of this is that when something is put in the ender chest, say from another location, I just clicked pointing out there, but from another location, let's say we got a turtle out there that's mining and putting things in an ender chest. It will put it in here. It will get pumped out. Let's demonstrate. See how it's getting pumped out? And it'll get sorted or put in this chest here. And this is part of an automated sorting system which will eventually encompass all of these things that I have gathered. But the problem is, that one, that takes a while, and two, this takes up a lot of space. These redstone engines, when you turn them off, they cool down pretty quickly. And then they don't pump near as fast when you start them back up. So you have to leave this running all the time. And it takes up a lot of space, and it's kind of clumsy and klutzy, and looks fairly unprofessional. And it's ugly enough that if I'm not using it, for example, I was, as you can tell, I was picking up some netherrack from the nether, and I pretty much broke things down and got rid of them when I wasn't using them. So we want to make something that will sort this automatically through our transport pipes, and that's called an autarkic gate, I think. Not really sure how to pronounce that, but it's spelled aut. If that was the start of automobile, you'd call that aut, arc, and then ick. And we have several types of autarkic gates here. Iron, gold, and diamond, as well as the standard autarkic gate, which is pretty simple. You just need a gate, a pulsating chipset, and a redstone iron chipset. And I have no idea what any of that is because apparently it needs an assembly table. And I have never made an assembly table before. So, if we type in assembly table, we find some of these which appear to be part of Railcraft or something, and then something in plate assembly. But here's what we need here. It's assembly table 501. And this needs some obsidian, diamond, redstone, and a diamond gear. And as you know, a diamond gear is a gold gear with diamond around it. A gold gear is an iron gear with gold around it. Iron gear is a stone gear with iron around it. Wood gear, cobble around it, and finally wood gear is 4 sticks. So we can make that. Let's see, first we need some sticks. Do we have any sticks on us? Yes we do, good. We have some cobble, so we can get that far right off the bat here. So that gets our wood gear. Now we are up to stone. Now we need us 4 pieces of iron and 4 pieces of gold to get up to the next level. Iron, 1, 2, 3, 4. Gold, 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops, fell in a hole. So the stone gear becomes iron. The iron gear becomes gold. And now the gold gear needs to become diamond. Luckily we have a few extra diamonds now. Pick up some redstone while we're here. Pick up some redstone, thank you. And also pick up some obsidian. Because once we make this diamond gear, then I think we'll have everything in our inventory that we need to make this assembly table. So if I shift click here, yes, it automatically fills it in for us. The shift click worked today, and we get an assembly table. Cool. And I'm going to, for reasons which will be made obvious later, I was going to say I'm going to put a chest down, but I don't have a chest handy. I have a hungry chest and an ender chest, and this isn't the right ender chest for this mod, by the way. Okay, well, darn it, I'll have to make me another chest. I think I burnt all the chests in a furnace the other day. So let's say we're going to put this, let's see, we're about here. And we're going to put down a chest and put our assembly table on top of it. And now the assembly table, if you put things in the assembly table, for example, redstone, it'll tell you what you can make. In this case, redstone all by itself will make a redstone chipset. And I think we need some iron. Let's go ahead and grab all our iron real quick. We'll put some more to smelting later. And we might need some ender pearls. Luckily we have a few extra of those. And I don't think we need our obsidian anymore. We can put that away. So if we put these things up here, it may tell us other things we can make. For example, a redstone iron chip set or pulsating chip set. And that appears to be everything we can make with this conglomeration. And up here it says we're getting 0 megajoules per tick, which we need. So you'd think what we would do is we'd go over here and find us an engine or something. Let's see, machine making supplies. No. Maybe here under extra machines. Yeah, we got some electrical engines. So you'd think putting an electrical engine next to this, oops, would, well, it's a thunderstorm. We might need to, not sure which wrench to use, so we use all of them. But note that we cannot make the electrical engine point toward that device. Pick up, there we go. Now if we were to, for example, throw down some cobble here and force it to point to toward that device, it still doesn't want to do it. And that's because this engine cannot actually supply power to this thing. Instead, you need a laser to supply power to this thing, which we're going to put a laser up here somewhere. We're going to clear this out a little. Trying to decide exactly where I want to place this. I need it close to the power. As you can see, I have a combination of 9 generators here to supply power and to this MFSU. Also a biogenerator, which is fed by a bunch of stuff over here. And we're going to tap in here for the power to this, which is why I've placed it over this way. Of course, we're going to have to end up with some weird cabling through the ceiling or something. Haven't decided yet. Let's see. Sorry. Makes it sound like you're squishing him when you pick him up, doesn't it? Let's move you over here for now. Alright, now we want a laser up here. Now to make a laser, we need to, of course, type in laser and see how we make it. You have to make a mining laser at some point, but here's how we make a laser. And a laser needs obsidian, redstone, and 2 more diamonds. This is getting expensive. Obsidian, 2 more diamonds, and what else? Oh yeah, no, not Nicolite. Instead, we want redstone. Shift click. Yes, builds it for us. Alright, we'll put like the laser, say, here. The engine above it, say like there. And then we'll feed power to the engine and have the laser shine down. Actually, I think the laser needs to be pointed a different direction. Can we change the laser direction with one of these wrenches? Apparently not. Oops. Did I pick up the laser? Did I destroy the laser? Oh no, the laser's up here. Please don't let the laser be destructible like that. There we go. Now the laser's pointing down. Now we need to supply power to that thing, which we're going to do with glass fiber cable, which is going to need even more diamonds, I believe. Let's type in fiber. Looks like there are multiple recipes here. This one uses silver and gets 6. If we add some electrum, which I don't have, so backspace. So we need some silver. So glass, industrial diamond, or regular diamond, or diamond dust, and silver. I have glass. I have diamond. Do I have any diamond dust left over? It'd be here in the powders. Hey, I've got some diamond dust from some other project. We'll use that instead. Oops. Put away our diamonds. And I need some silver. AG. Oh, there it is, silver. Alright, now what I've been meaning to do for a while is replace this high voltage cable here with what was that exactly? Yeah, 4 times insulated high voltage cable with some glass fiber cable, which has a smaller loss per space, or loss per step, or whatever. We'll put away the high voltage cable just in case we need it in the future. And let's see, how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 or more, so we better make multiple versions of this. And I did not shift click, did I? Alright, that's not working, so maybe or maybe not this will work. Let's see. Click, 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 click. Yes, okay. 1, 2, 3 of these. We'll put everything back just for the moment. Okay. Oh, I need a true hover, don't I? Alright, so that is now connected to that. It would be nicer if the glass cable would like light up, and that's all my cables. So let's go make a few more. And fell off. I'm a lot braver and a lot less scared of heights now that I have jetpacks. Yeah, get in there. Okay, phew. Alright, it's currently not outputting anything, and I think it's because it's not getting any power. But I know it's getting electricity because I've just wired it up. But it's not using any electricity because this MFSU is just sitting here not doing anything. So we need a lever. We have a lever. Simplest machine in Minecraft, and we don't have one handy. Okay. There's a lever. Doop-de-doo. Throw a lever up here real quick. Lever up here real quick. Alright, now the engine is producing power, which should be feeding into that laser, which should be providing power to the assembly table, and it is not. So I'm wondering what I'm doing wrong. Alright, let me read on this for a minute and get back to you. Okay, well, it turned out the problem was that I hadn't told it I actually wanted it to make anything. So, because of that, it didn't activate the laser. As you can see, the laser is not getting a whole lot of power and is only shooting an intermittent beam because this electrical engine here is only outputting 2 millijoules per tick. And the laser needs 4, I think, to operate properly, which means this thing needs at least 2 lasers, or at least 2 electrical engines to supply power to the laser. But the engine can produce more power if you put a something here in this socket. I think you need a printed circuit board with a tube. Unfortunately, the printed circuit boards or tubes or something are created in the assembly table. So I'm going to have to see what I can do about maybe providing more power to this. Maybe more lasers. I'll get back to you in just a second. Okay, I went ahead and made a few more lasers and a few, or actually another laser and another electrical engine. The electrical engines, as I said, are only putting out about 2 millijoules, Minecraft joules a tick, which is about half of what the laser wants. But between the 4 of them, we're getting, oops, turn this off here. Between the 4 of them, we're getting about 5 or 6 Minecraft joules per tick, and eventually are building up our thing. When a something is created in the assembly table here, it is placed in this chest down here. So you have to pick it up, put it up here. Let's stop what we're doing here. Okay, now, if you place the redstone chip up here, you'll see this gives us a new option, a gate. So a gate apparently needs some more of this stuff, but we want an Arctic gate, which I think needs a redstone iron chipset and a pulsating chipset. So we're going to start those two, and this will take quite a while because, as you can see, our lasers aren't up to full power yet. And why aren't you producing any power? Oops. Oh, that one's overheated, so it's in forced cooldown mode. Which seems odd to me because, oops, stop doing that. Seems odd to me because it says it'll overheat if you're not using all the energy it's outputted, and these lasers need more energy than we're outputting. So I'm kind of confused. But eventually we will get up to where we can create a couple more of these. I might add more lasers or more engines. I'm not sure. Let's see how we're doing on power over here. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. So far, this bat box has provided all the power we need. Plus this biogenerator, which I see is about empty, so we'll pump out some biofuel to join it. And we'll see if we can't fill her up. And if it reaches the point where this bat box is completely empty, it will send a redstone signal, which will pump charcoal from this barrel into all these generators. I've kind of covered up the piping a bit with these covers. But these generators are empty now, but they'll be full once this redstone engine starts, which is another case of where we could probably use one of them gate things. Good, we created another redstone chipset. If you don't have a chest or something down here near this, it just kind of pops out and you run a chance of losing it. Alright, I'll get back to you once we've created us some more stuff. Okay, I think we've managed to create a redstone iron chipset, a couple of redstone chipsets, and a pulsating chipset. Now I'm trying to create a generic gate, which I think is useful for nothing but creating other more complicated gates. Alright, so we go down here, and here's our gate. If we add our gate to our collection of stuff here, we now have a new option, the Arctic gate, which for a second there we were getting quite a bit of energy. I think these lasers store up stuff when they're not being used and then can shoot it all out at once. Yep, went up high and then back down. I don't know why sometimes this... Yeah, there's more thunder. A message came on the screen earlier about flux. By the way, you don't need glass to shoot the lasers through, but I think it looks neat. In fact, let's take a screenshot right there for how we're going to be doing this. Ta-da! Title screen. Okay. Arctic gate and chest. Alright, create a gate for me, will you? Alright, all this has been a lot of effort but they tell me it's worth it. That this single gate here can replace all this contraption here, all these engines, all these switches. A single Arctic gate will take place of all this. Now, on the other hand, I can create redstone engines in my sleep, and of course cobble or anything that you can place that you can put a switch on. That's all easy and gentle and kind and no problem whatsoever, whereas this has been a major problem. Still 1,000 MJs to go. So I thought about making some stuff to put up in there, or some stuff to put in the circuit boards of the as soon as I leave it's going to finish. Oh, it finished. Odd Arctic gate. I was going to make some kind of electron tube to put in there. Oops. Not you, you. But if you do a quick search of electron tube, there's several options, and I cannot remember which one of these is supposed to supercharge the engine. But I do know that they take a thermionic fabricator. I thought they were made with the assembly table. Instead, they're made with a thermionic fabricator, and I don't know how to make one of those. Fabricator. Okay, so thermionic fabricator, which is sturdy casing, which is a bunch of bronze. Actually, I could probably make one of those, and we may have to do that next episode. Right now, we're going to try to use this arctic gate to simplify this. So, make sure we have inventory space and tear down all this. Efficiency pick for the win. Alright, now in theory, all we have to do is put this gate on this redstone, or put this Arctic gate on this wooden pipe, and then right click to program it, and all we're going to say is items in inventory, create an energy pulsar. And what that will do is, if it detects that there's items in this inventory, in this chest, it will do a pulse similar to what the redstone engine creates. So, let us suppose we grab our ender pouch here, which is tuned to this chest. See how it opened there? We put some stuff in here, and immediately it starts coming out. And that seems to be making a pretty good clip. I don't know if it's quite as fast as the 4 redstone engines, but it seems quite fast, and you can see how very, very compact and useful that is. So now I'm thinking we need some more of those. Let's make some more gates. And then I suppose we'll need to use these things elsewhere. And I'll have to create more of these little chipsets for creating the gates. I think I need one of those, one of those, one of those. This will take a while. But this is the whole point of this. Oops, it's already emptied out a whole stack of stack, and a stack. That does empty pretty darn quick. Alright, perhaps not as fast as 4 redstone engines pumping full speed, but pretty darn fast regardless. Hey there folks, Uncle Troy here with a quick update. As you can see, I've added a gate, item inventory pulsar, so that anything created by the assembly table that's placed in this chest will automatically get sucked back up into the inventory of the assembly table. That way you don't have to keep going down here and moving stuff manually. Also, let's see if we can't turn this on and show you I've made a minor improvement here. Let's see, let's make us another gate. And see that we're now getting 16.8 Minecraft joules per tick and regular, and the lasers are a nice blue color with some greens, and that's because I realized that putting these electrical engines directly onto the lasers was the least efficient way of arranging things. Instead, I've added some stone conductive pipes and some wooden conductive pipes, and I have 3 electrical engines feeding into 2 wood conductive pipes that then go into a stone conductive pipe which feeds all the lasers. And I had stayed away from the conductive pipes before because in the past, over there with my fermenter setup, I had used some conductive pipes and they had exploded because I had let the fermenter run out of things to ferment and the power had built up. But I think these lasers will suck the power as long as I don't come down here and forget and turn this off and let the stuff build up for long periods of time. So you can see it's building up. As long as I don't do that, I should be okay. Yeah, now it's back to normal. Otherwise, this pipe may indeed build up to the point where it explodes. But luckily, this assembly table will keep trying to create stuff. As you can see, while we weren't looking, another gate was created and automatically placed up here. So we'll turn that off first. So it'll run until it runs out of energy, but it saves the amount stored here, so we're good. So this is a more efficient setup, but again, you have to make sure that you don't let your pipes overload. Apparently, there was a problem with the efficiency of transmission between the electrical engines and the lasers. Although the electrical engines were creating less energy than the laser needed, the lasers were not sucking it from the electrical engine as fast as they needed to. And so things were building up. As you can see here, it doesn't take long at all for this overload to build up. Turn off, turn off, turn off, turn off. There we go. But anyway, the electrical engines build up heat, but as long as you're sucking as much power as they're producing out, they don't build up enough heat to overheat and shut down, which was my earlier problem. Alright, just wanted to let you know about that because I had set up a very inefficient system and I wanted to make sure that you all knew the proper efficient system. Uncle Troy signing out. Please have a good night.